started with Adobe Creative Cloud will require installing the Creative Cloud desktop application. You can see it's already installed here, but it's grayed out because I haven't signed in yet. If I click here, I enter my Adobe ID email address. And password. And it logs in. You may get this message where an update is available, and in this particular case there are some bug fixes and Adobe is forcing me to install the bug fixes, so I have to say install now. It'll take a minute or so. Suite is now installed, it's active, and I get my dashboard easily accessible from the top of the desktop. You have access to a community feed which shows all of your activity across the Adobe ecosystem. You have access to stock images which you can license directly from within the applications. You can look at the status of which apps you have installed, which ones you may open, and which ones are in need of updating. You can update them all right here. The home page just gives you, again, an activity feed. It shows who's in your social network and what they're doing, and you can see down here that this student is posting to Behance 7 days ago, right up to what happened 1 minute ago. It shows me installing the various plugins. Now, we can also tell it how we want to sync files to the Creative Cloud, because remember, Creative Cloud not only stores files in the cloud, it will also mirror those files in a Creative Cloud folder on your hard drive. And if we look, we can see that there's a Creative Cloud file area, and those little check marks are showing us that these local files saved on our local hard drive are properly synced up to the Adobe server in the cloud. Now, going back here, we're concerned with assets. This gives us access to a marketplace of images, things that have been made available to you by the Adobe artist community. And you have Typekit fonts, which can be installed on your system and used for web and mobile design as well as print. Files is really what we're after. Now you've got two options. You can actually open the folder, in which case it would open this local folder on your hard drive, or you have the option of viewing your files in a web viewer. I tend to prefer this myself. And this is the web content interface, and you'll see that there are a number of project folders there already. And you have access to your libraries of things like patterns, any models that you may have pushed up there from things like Fuse and Mixamo, any color swatches that you may have saved from Capture. But I'm concerned with files. You can create a folder for yourself over here in the Actions area. We can create a folder, and I'm going to call this, give it the same name as my project, Caricature and Cameo. And this is a little illustration assignment. We're going to start with doing the Cameo assignment, but it's important that you have a folder ready to receive those files, just to help keep them organized. You can see that I've already gone through this exercise, and I've organized a number of screen grabs just to document my process as I went along. The objective really is to create this Cameo drawing using Adobe Illustrator Draw on the iPad. For the time being, We're just going to create our project folder so that any files that we do create, we can put them directly into there. Another thing you should be aware of is this little thing right here. This is a breadcrumb. It kind of allows us to backtrack to the root directory and then take files and simply throw those files into any folder that you want. And again, you can drag files from your desktop onto here and just keep them organized.